I was just coming back from Texas swing, which was a real difficult swing. Two hard-fought games. I thought the Texas Southern game we probably played one of our better games. Ended up losing right at the end. I think Tristan may have missed a three to send it to overtime, and then we go over to PV and talking about a buzz in the gym and just a tough team to play, tough environment to play in. And I thought we played well. I thought we played well enough to win. I thought we got off to a bad start. We got down by 19, and then we fought our way back, and then we ended up losing it right at the end.
Coach, is there maybe any adjustments that you want to make, maybe on the offensive, defensive end going forward to that game for Saturday against Grambling?
I think the adjustment we have to make an adjustment we put ourselves in. You know, we'd be without Peanut and without Khalil, so you're talking about two defensive tough guys. Playing Grambling and Ivan Smith, probably the head of their team, real crafty point guard. I think Peanut does a really good job of defending him. Now that job goes to Jonas. Jonas can't guard him for 40 minutes. He can guard him, but he can't guard him for 40. So we got to figure out what can we do a little bit different to kind of buy ourselves some time, to kind of get him some help, just because it'll be one guy trying to guard him instead of having two guys guarding him at this point.
Coach, how do you prevent what happened at the end of the Prairie game from happening again?
You know what, we talked to our guys. We had a real good talk with them yesterday. Tuesday we got back. We were off Tuesday, so yesterday we just had a long meeting, maybe a 2-hour meeting. Just talked about the situation that happened, which was unfortunate. You're talking about a high-level game that was bouncy from the start. The music was playing, the band was playing. Guys knew what were at stake. We had just dropped a game to Texas Southern, so you know it was a lot on the line, and you know guys fought extremely hard during the game. You had a couple of hard fouls at the end. You had some words that was exchanged at the end on the free throw line when Pino was on the floor, and then in the handshake line. You know that's what we got to do a better job. I got to do a better job as a coach. Because me, I shook Coach's hand and I walked to the dressing room, not thinking that how hard the kids had played and what was on the line. So just doing a better job of staying on the floor, watching guys when they come out. Just something that I have to do as a head coach.
So did you not see what happened, how it started? You just came out and it was just everything had broke loose?
I actually saw how it started with about 30 seconds to go in the game. And but I thought it was fixed. I didn't see the part with the handshake until I got back on the bus and I saw the highlights of the handshake. But I guess the first incident was we were on the free throw line and Pino was going for a free throw, and the kid didn't try to knock him down. They just bumped into each other. I think the problem came with what was said when Pino was laying on the floor. I think that's where the problem started, when he was laying on the floor.
What was he specifically like after the game? Did you have to have a talk with him, or?
You know, we were on the bus. We had just played two really intense basketball games. We got back on the bus. I didn't say anything to anybody because I was just trying to play what had happened through my head. You know, losing two games, coming over there with having so much to gain and lose. You know, so I really didn't say anything to the team on the bus. We got back Tuesday and we met Wednesday, and that was the first time because I really wanted to know exactly what happened. I wanted to see it, I wanted to look at it and make sure that I knew what was going on. So we kind of addressed it yesterday in team meeting.
Coach, is there any defense or offensive adjustments that you may want to make going forward against Grambling Saturday night?
Adjustments, I guess the thing with us is probably the way we have to play. We've been kind of pushing the ball up and down the court. Can we do that as much with Peanut sitting out? Because we had 2 point guards to be able to do it. I think now the question goes to, if Jonas gets in foul trouble, you know, what do we do? How do we play? Can we get up and pressure like we want to? Can we get up and defend like we want to with Jonas in the game? Do we run the risk of getting him in foul trouble? So yeah, we have to play a little bit different, have to play a little bit slower till we can get our guys back. We'll be one guy down in the rotation on the inside, so we can't afford to get in foul trouble there. And we definitely be a guy down on the perimeter, our toughest guy, our toughest defender. probably the guy that knows the offense in and out, that gets everything settled. So that's going to be a chore. But we look forward to Jonas playing, and Jonas probably got to play 40 minutes in this basketball game.
So considering that no punches were thrown in that, you think the penalty may have been a little bit too harsh?
You know what? When I sat back and looked at it, I guess when you look at what happened in the girls' game with Texas Southern and Alabama State, I think once they got their punishment of 2 games, it was just going to be hard not to give the next person 2 games. So the thing we told our guys, we shouldn't have been in that situation. You know, you got words that were said. You know, the words make you react like that. That's something that we got to think about. We got a season, we got 2 games that you got to sit out. You know, as a basketball player, you never want to sit out a game, especially for something like that. So I think we just, as players and coaches, that's something that we didn't want to see. That's something that we didn't want to do. The game was a hard-fought game. It was a good game. It was contested. You know, Coach does a good job at Prairie, and that was the one thing he and I talked about, just how hard each team played. You know, without the incident at the end.
Coach, Jonas scored 17 points against PV, arguably his best offensive output this year, and now he's going to step into this world where he plays more. What's his mindset, and what are you talking to him about?
I think the mindset with him is staying out of foul trouble because we don't have a backup point at this point. We have to move one of our guards over to that spot. So I think the thing with us would be trying to keep him out of foul trouble, keep him in the game, trying to keep him on the floor anywhere from 38 to 40 minutes. So I think that has to be his mindset, just trying to stay out of foul trouble and running the team.